A final concern of the night. So Pro Football Focus releases their list at the end of the year, and they released their top 100 list. Chiefs had 6 players in that list, number 27 being Creed Humphrey, 32 being Travis Kelce, 33 Tyreek Hill, 38 Chris Jones, 63 Joe Thuney, and 69 Patrick Mahomes, 69. Which Chief players do you think got snubbed from that list? Because there's a lot of people who think Trey Smith should have been on that list.
You know what? I don't know the list that you're referencing. I need to look at it. I think maybe Patrick probably should have been a little bit higher. Trey in itself. I mean, you know, he played okay. What about Honey Badger? But you know, was he a snub? You know, top 100. I think he should have been a top 100 player. So that's where I look at it.
I don't know, because like I've never liked these type of votes. That they're not votes by the players. And the same as I said for the Hall of Fame, I think it's best when you have guys that have played the games, kind of paved the way, who are looked at on a higher standard, to have these type of votes, because yet they know what it takes, mentally and physically, to get to that point. But yet these votes are usually by writers, media people. So I don't invest a lot of time into what they amount to anymore, because for all sports, you know, I think that for any type of classification, it should be done by your peers, and you know, guys that have played the game, that actually know what it takes, instead of guys. And I don't want to discredit any media people, any writers, you know, for whatever, you know, careers they've made for themselves doing this, for being involved in sports, because there's some great writers out there. There's some great writers that have helped the game evolve. Yet, I think that when it comes to classifying a player and within the sport, any sport, it should be done by older players, because those guys have gone through the trenches of any sport, and have, you know, paved the way and you know, basically seen what it takes to be where they are.
So let me ask you this. So, and this, I have an issue with it. Do you have a problem with how they do the Pro Bowl too? See, because now I'm sitting there.
I think you get I think that's based upon a certain percentage, right? You get fans, players, and
third. So writers,
I'm
players,
good with that.
Fans. But man, I seen guys, man, that made the Pro Bowl and shit, you know, that probably should have made it. I'm gonna be honest. So, I mean, look, when you look at the body of work, what they did over the year, what I seen over, you know, past years, guys that was making Pro Bowls, it was just name recognition. And so sometimes, you know,
that's
fans,
always been that way, JD. We've always had that.
No, I disagree with you on that, E. Because now when you start making more money, these guys, and I'm trying to think exactly when it changed, right? Because I know at least when I first started, there was credence to the guys that was playing. You know, guys weren't making that much money. So when guys was out there playing, they was hitting hard. They was, like I said, it was that bragging right.
A lot of money during our times. It ain't what it is today.
Oh yeah,
when we played, it was still a lot of money.
Yeah, but I mean, to us, but you know, guys weren't worried about getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like one of those things like, you know, these guys, I mean, full on tackle. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if your agent's telling you, like,
a lot has changed about the game, though. A lot has.
It has. But what my point I was saying is that there was guys that was only playing like 5 to 6 games that was making Pro Bowls. And then sometimes you look at maybe some of the catches or maybe sacks and stuff like that, guys didn't even have. They were just name recognition. They let guys in because it's almost like a politician whose name is, they hear the name all the time. They just automatically go in and vote for the guy. And so it's like, wait a minute, did you even see what this guy did this year? No, but I recognize his name because he was in the Pro Bowl last year and he made it 2 or 3 years ago. And so, you know, like you were saying, and I agree with you 100% that, you know, sometimes these polls come out and people are, look, I get it. So how much credence do you give these guys? Pro Football Focus, I mean, I'm sure these guys have a formula how they do it, and you know, it's all based off of, you know, analytics and all those different things, and how they come up. That's their poll in itself, right? So it's just Pro Football Focus that's their poll in itself. But I agree with you. That like we're talking about, and not to, like you said, not to discredit them, but we know that's how they graded it out. So.
Yeah, it's based on their analytics system throughout the season, from where they graded players each game, and a lot of people argue with it because it's very subjective to their grading scales. Like I know that a lot of last year they got a lot of flack for because they had Mahomes as the number 6 quarterback because of dropped interceptions, not interceptions. They rated him down because of dropped interceptions. So it's like, I mean, at the end of the day, it wasn't a pick, but they're still grading him down for that. So a lot of people have problems with their grading scales. As far as the voting for Pro Bowl, I mean, if you look at it as far as the NBA aspect, it's always been kind of a popularity contest. I remember when Shaq was with the Phoenix Suns and the Boston Celtics, he was still the top vote getter, and he wasn't the same Shaq anymore.
Right. He barely got off the bench. Right.